Guys, that is successful. That's good. That sounds amazing. Sounds really. You can hear the smoothness in that. None of them dips. None of them. That is a very smooth engine. Yeah, I wish I could get this sounding half as good as that. Although, to be fair, this is doing what it's meant to do, so we're fine. What are you testing? I need to test the speedo. Alright, I'm going to jump on this, guys. I'm sorry I haven't got my GoPro. I'm going to do one run up and down this road and just check that the speedo is speedoing. So, on that test run, cylinder 1 and 4 not really firing. It was running on 2 cylinders. This is 4. This is 3. Very hot. And then we've got 2 very hot. Watch, 2 there very hot. And then we've got 1 cold. And I can actually touch it, although be very careful. Right. Very frustrating. This means, by the way, oil leak problem solved. Coolant issue solved. Now, funny enough, cylinder 1 and 4 fire off this coil here. So we could have had a coil issue here. I mean, it's more likely to be a specific coil issue than it is to be anything else, because, well, because it's 1 and 4. So my guess is coil 1 and 4 at the moment didn't fire on that test run. Okay, so brand new spark plug in its box for an ER5. It probably is the right spark plug for this, actually. But point is, yesterday morning this was sparking, and then in the afternoon it wasn't. So I'm going to chuck in this brand new spark plug into here, and we're just going to double check to see if we still don't have spark. So let me have a little, I'll have a little play with that, and I'll pick it up and I'll fire it a bit, and we'll have a look from here. Don't necessarily want it to start. Okay, so can't see, hear or feel spark, and it's the same for cylinder 4. Cylinder 4, coil lead 4. For me, that means this coil is out. Easy way to test that, guys. We simply plug in the new coil, we hang it loose, we just like this, look. We'll plug it in, hang it loose, and we do the same test with that spark plug. Let's throw that in and see what happens. There you go, there's the setup. We simply swap the plugs. I've swapped the actual cap off on this one, and I'm going to do exactly the same test. We're going to see if we've got spark plug back. If we have, we've got some sort of fix there, and we may have had an intermittent fault. Okay, so I've moved the wiring from the right over to the left, and I've got spark back. I'm just going to switch back again, because like I said, I had spark there. So I'm going to switch back, and we're going to see if something, basically what's changed, where has the change come from, and then how can we resolve it. So I'll leave the other two off. Original wiring, clock won't be working now. I've pulled the black off the black, which is interesting because that made it power, but I don't know what's going on. Also, this is a dead end black, so it really shouldn't have made a difference. I'm very curious, does the spark come back? I have a feeling it might. I'm sorry I can't get you close. I mean, I can try. This is the area I'm focusing my spark on, just here by the carb. Let's see what's going on. Couldn't tell. Yes. Yeah, spark's back. Oh, interesting, guys. Interesting. somehow the clock being wired interfered with the spark. Alright, I mean, there's a bit of a fix there, no huge issue. Let me plug them in, let me fire it up, let me just get it, I want to hear it again, I want to make sure we're back on track. The clock isn't a huge worry. Let's be honest about what we can do with the clock. We can run both bloody wires to the battery and put a switch in. Not that we need to. There will be another power wire in there that only comes on when the ignition is on. Let me plug in the coils back in, get it fired up. I want to hear it normal again. I'll feel better. I might even take it for a quick spin, and then the clock stuff we'll look at again after. Let's get it fired up. What am I expecting? Maybe a bit of smoke because lots of fuel might have been going into one cylinder and not burning off. Maybe a little bit of smoke, nothing to worry about. But let's see. I just want it to run and idle at the moment, and then it was really disappointing when it was running on 2 cylinders yesterday. Although funny enough, it ran pretty well, but it was really strong on 4. So let's see if we can get it back on track. Okay, so currently we have 4 cylinders that all fire. We have a coolant system that's sealed and works. We have a fan that turns on at the right temp. We have brake lights. We have suspension. We have an exhaust that's fully sealed top to bottom. We have a nice paint job. And we have a clock that I will sort out the... I'll change it to MPH soon. I have to look at an old video for that. I did it before. We've lost the horn. This horn's been a little bit temperamental. So I'm going to check the wires to the horn. It's always simple with a horn. It's 2 wires. One comes from the button, one's an earth. So I'll check that just to check what's going on. It has had horn on and off intermittently, but there's just a lot going on in here. It could even be that somehow it needs the light on, but I doubt it. But I'll plug it in and see. So I'll double check the horn. I'll plug the light in, just hanging loose. Make sure the light's working, high beam and low. Check the horn. If I can get the horn back, then we absolutely are at a stage of MOTing, and that could be my job for Tuesday, getting this MOT'd. That would be pretty amazing. It starts and runs and rides, sounds beautiful, guys. Really no issues there at all. It absolutely starts, first press of the button, and does what it's meant to do. Now I was discussing earlier wanting to balance the carbs again, but look at the throttle response, guys. Look, listen. Absolutely not needed. They don't need balancing. They could probably be a tiny bit better, but you'd never even notice. What was mentioned this morning? There was a piece of... What was it? I think it was up here. Sorry, I can't remember who said that. James, maybe? Yes, I need to scrape that, put some protector on that, and then maybe put a little bit of red over the top. Cool. Alright. Wow. Let's see if this horn comes back with the light hanging. It may or may not. Otherwise, we'll see what we need to do there to get that back. I was just cleaning the connectors, and then I came up to here and I saw this part here. It looks like one of them is broke, but I can't tell yet. Actually, yes, it looks like, look, it looks like the brown is completely split. Let me peel that off a bit, clean it up. We'll have to reconnect it, and then that should technically bring back the horn. No reason why it wouldn't. Nice quick easy fix there, guys. Beep 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 beep. Simple break in the wiring. Nice quick easy fix. At the moment we have everything. Let me get the light back on, nipped up, bolted up, and I'll do a quick pre-MOT check on it to see if we actually are ready for an MOT. Wow, bloody hell, we finally made it. I will be taking this one in a fan to MOT for obvious reasons, but once it's got an MOT, I'd want to give this a good test run, a really good test run to see kind of how it is. Just in time for the rain. Finally finished. Side panels, belly pan, done. Beautiful.